Welcome, beautiful friend. Today we're going to practice a regular Doron yoga class with the intention of focus, determination, joyful of course, to have a productive, healthy, focused, present, concentrated day. Okay? So I love doing this when I need to wake up, when I'm feeling a bit and I know I have a lot to do today and I want to make sure it's going to be a perfect day. So are you ready? No expectations, just practice, do your best, and see what happens. Come to any comfortable seated position, bring the hands together in front of the heart. Take 2 or 3 deep breaths. See if you can make them through the nose only. Set the intention to keep the mind right here, present with your breath. Good. One Om together, inhale. Notice how your Om was. I notice if my Om doesn't feel strong, powerful to the point, maybe you need to do another Om, right? Even the sound of your Om needs to feel like, yeah, I can do this. Ready? We'll do one more. Here we go. Inhale. Together with oomph. Excellent. A little bow down, a mindset of achieving and yet humble gratitude. Okay. Just a few head and neck rotations. You can go at your speed, of course. Reverse direction. I know I go a bit fast with my head and neck compared to other people. It just feels good for me to bring in some fluidity there. Right? A few cat-cows seated. So inhale, chest forward, lean forward. Exhale, round the back, chin towards the chest. Inhale, forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, forward with a smile. Exhale, round, humbleness. A couple more times. One more. Amazing. A hint of a twist to one side, whatever side, doesn't matter. Inhale, tall. Exhale, releasing any tension. Again, inhale, tall. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, tall. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Back to center. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Building oomph. Ready? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, around, sharp exhale. At your pace. Inhale. Exhale. Even the hands are powerful. Reaching through the fingertips, and when you come down, have it a fist. And though there's a lot of power, your eyes stay soft. Keep going a bit more. See if you can half smile while you do this. Lips are closed. Pause, arms up, inhale. Stay, feel the energy right here. Exhale, release. Take a moment here. Close your eyes, feel the energy in the body. Remember your intention, you're staying with the breath. We're moving a lot with our third chakra, the fire, the intention, and yet it blends with the fourth chakra of love, compassion, softness. So even now, feel the first chakra activated simply by lifting slightly the pelvic floor, feeling grounded. Flowing through the second, up to the third, feeling the fire. Almost like an impatient to start moving. But then it comes to the fourth chakra and that sprinkles love, softness, so that your fire is controlled. It's with purpose, just the right amount. This will naturally then flow to the upper chakras as we reach towards the end of class. Good. Opening the eyes. With awareness and control, we're coming on to the hands and knees. Good. Take the right arm up, reach it forward. If you can, take the left leg up. As you exhale, bring it in. As you inhale, reach, power. Exhale in, inhale, exhale, inhale, last one, exhale, inhale, hold, balance, reach through the fingertips, reach through the toes, bend the back knee, reach for the foot, try to lengthen, open up the heart space, a hint of a back bend. I can feel it. This is my first practice of the day. My lower back saying, oh, good morning. Good, release down. Second side, left arm, right leg, both of them up, both of them reaching. And as you exhale, tuck it in. Bring the elbow in, the knee in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it in. Pull the belly in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, chin comes towards the chest. Inhale, reach. One more. Inhale, hold, balance. Bend the back knee, reach for the foot. Extend, open, shine. Right away into your heart chakra. The belly is tucking in, still keeping the fire with control. And release. Yummy. Got to do a bit of a downward puppy. Walk the hands forward, forehead towards the ground, or if that's easy, bring the chin down, chest heavy. I sometimes come up to the fingertips just to get even more juiciness in the shoulders. Beautiful. Making our way into downward facing loveliness. Some call it downward facing dog, but I think you're lovely. Maybe not so much a dog. Go ahead, if you want to, bend a knee at a time. Wake up the legs. Root through the fingers. Activate your bandhas. This awakens the lower chakras and keeps them with control. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Bend the right knee, open the hip, a few ankle rotations. and to the other direction. Good. We're going to add to this now big knee circles, just 5 to each direction. 2. With breath, 3, 4, 5. Rotate to the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right leg powerful back behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back, twice more, knee to nose. Exhale, pull it in. 2, back. Last one, knee to nose. Hold and back. Right knee across to the left elbow. If you want to go ninja, bend the elbows. Inhale back. Right knee over to right elbow. If you want to go ninja, bend the elbows. You must smile if you do that. Right leg back. And look forward, right foot between the hands. Take a moment here, left knee up, just move a bit. Awakening. Good morning, hippies. Good morning, hips, that is. If at some point it feels good for you to lower the back knee, I like to do that. You can stay here, or maybe if it feels good, you can start to lift up. The more I lift up, the more opportunity I have to sink the hips down, which obviously says, howdy, howdy, to the hamstrings. So, what hamstrings? To the psoas, right? Almost tricked you there. So again, sink the hips slow, and then lift the pelvic floor, lift the belly a bit in and up. Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, lift the heart space, relax the shoulders. Really, it's the balance of yin and yang with every pose, with every breath. Hey, great. Gotta say hello to our hamstrings since I mentioned them. So straighten the right leg, lift the toes. Just for a few breaths. I know for some of you it's too easy, you go right into the splits. Be my guest. For some of you this is excruciating. Doesn't matter, it's the practice that matters. Bend the right knee, left hand down, lift the right arm up, a little bit of a twist, open, open, open. If you want to lift the back knee, go ahead. Are you breathing? Excellent, hands down, planky. Hold plank for a moment. A few taps, right hand taps left shoulder and down, left hand taps right shoulder and down. Go do this a few times. Try not to rotate too much in the hips. Just saying good morning to your core, shoulders, upper back. Don't collapse in the back. If it's too much, your knees are on the ground. If it's easy, you're smiling. If it's hard, you're smiling. Last few. Good. Pause. Hold for a moment. Forward and back with the heels. Ooh, nice core. Gaze slightly forward, lower chaturanga. Inhale, maybe baby cobra, warm it up. I'm taking a medium cobra. My shoulders don't want to go fully back yet, but with every breath I feel them moving away from the ears, the chest moving forward. Nice, meeting in downward facing loveliness. What do you think? Should we change the name of downward facing dog to downward facing loveliness? One more breath here. Here we go. Left leg reaches up. Yummy. Bend the left knee, open the hips, a few ankle rotations. All right, there's that sense of determination. My hands are rooting. I'm grounded with my back heel. And yet I'm moving with my ankles, some lovey, happy, flowy. And then I'm moving into the big circles with the left knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Straighten the left leg. Poof! Energy. Exhale, knee to the nose. 1, twice more. Exhale forward, belly in. 2. One more, knee to nose. Hold. Back. Left knee across to the right. Maybe bending elbows. Left leg back. Left knee over to left elbow. Hand back. Left foot between the hands. Stay up. Little movement. Warm it up. Get the energy flowing. I'm actually warming up my wrists at the same time. Beautiful. I'm gonna lower my back knee down. You do whatever feels right for you. Consider doing it. Consider lifting up. Sinking the hips, belly in, chest up. Happiness. I know it's not the theme of this class, but it's the theme of your life. Honestly, if you're doing this in the morning, I do find that the way I begin my morning kind of sets the tone for the day. So no matter how you wake up, you roll out your mat, you start to move, and you smile. You bring happiness. You don't wait for it to come to you. You decide, I am happiness. Excellent. Here come the hamstrings, straightening the left leg. Keep the breath long and smooth. Every time you're going into these long, smooth breaths, calm mind, you're charging your body with prana, beautiful energy. Nice. We did do a twist on the first side, so let's add it here. Left arm up, right arm down, staying here, or tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Please breathe. Hands down, plankalicious. Okay, you ready? Doron, no, I'm not. Okay, just stay up here in plank, hold. If you have the energy, right forearm down, left forearm down. Right hand, left hand coming back up to plank. 1, 2, we're gonna keep doing this, a few more. 3, 4, let's try 5. And 5, whew. Good, break. Second side, left forearm down first, right forearm second, left hand, right hand. 1. Breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 3. Let it burn. 2, 1. Chaturanga. Inhale, open, shine through. Exhale, downward doggy. 2 breaths. Excellent. Walk the feet forward. Hang over the legs. It's totally fine to start with knees bent. Release the head. If you like to shake it, you can. But otherwise, just bring the awareness to the neck. Make sure there's 0 tension. All gravity. Bend the knees, rolling up, coming up to stand. Oh, yeah. Ready? Feet into the earth, right? They're so grounded that they can shoot rockets from the feet and let you feel taller. Inhale. You extend that energy from the legs to the arms. Feel the power all the way up to the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. A sense of gratitude, humbleness. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, happy ranga. Inhale, upward. Maybe this time the shoulders are further away from the ears. Exhale, down doggy. Inhale, right foot coming up to high lunge. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Ooh, delicious. All right, there's the grounding. There's the intention, the power in the core. And then it rises up to a shining, beautiful heart space. Arms maybe reach up, open up a little more. Right? You're power and you're vulnerable at the same time. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Step it forward as you inhale. Exhale, surrender, head releases. Inhale, rise up. See your thumbs, maybe even take a hint of a back bend. And close, samastitihi. Second side, inhale, arms up. Powerful arms, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, belly tucks in as you lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left foot between the hands. Power the right leg up to high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, keep the hips low, lift the chest. Maybe lift the gaze. Can you stay super calm while having supercharged, powerful body? Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, release, surrender. Inhale, all the way up. Hint of a back bend. Exhale. Yeah, warming up, huh? I know, 10 minutes ago I didn't even want to move. Now I'm like, bring it on. Surya A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Hold for 3. 1. Focus on your breath. 2. Exhale, all the way out. Look forward, step or jump. Inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, hint of a back bend. Samastitihi. One more. Inhale, arms up, shoulders down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, gaze stays forward, chaturanga. Inhale, exhale, press it back. Down doggy, 3 breaths. 1. Find the balance between being grounded and being active. 2. 3. Empty the breath, look forward, jump, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees right into Utkatasana. Happiness, chair, fierce. Hips back and down, chest up, arms up. Breathe. Lower a bit more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward. Downward doggy. Right foot, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, right foot to the right. Exhale, clasp, B2, humble. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. Breathe. Over time, work on squaring the hips a bit. One more. Inhale, power both legs, come up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lower belly pulls in. Exhale, down dog. Left foot, Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Up, steady, present, focused. You see what you're looking at. Hands to the heart, you see them coming down to the heart. Good, left foot moves to the left. Clasp the hands behind you. You're still aware of your present gaze. Inhale, lengthen. Come down slow with control. Focus doesn't mean you're rushing. Ujjayi breath. It's like a guide to staying present. Stay with me, almost there. Power both legs. Inhale, come up. Find your warrior, find your gaze. Exhale, chaturanga. Try not to lose your presence within the movement. You notice from chaturanga to upward dog, everything you looked at, everything you saw. You see the transition into downward dog. You know exactly what you're looking at, maybe the toes, the knees, the thighs. And you're present with it. A gentle, soft focus. Look between the hands, step or jump. Lengthen and exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Okay, we're going to add here just a short Kapalabhati, breath of fire. Here we go. Belly pulls in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. We're moving a lot, but we're not rushing. Down dog, inhale, right foot, warrior one. Come up. Focus, see your hands, presence. Exhale, open warrior two. Hold for a moment. Feel the energy, the power while staying grounded. Left hand comes forward, meets the right. Back up, inhale. Warrior one. Slow exhale, see your right hand, open warrior two. Now there's this misconception of having laser beam through your eyes, reaching to the right fingers. I used to think that. But see if you can do that. Look further away than your hand and then soften your gaze so that you stay relaxed while you're focused. Remove the intensity. Reach forward, reverse. Good. Tailbone slightly under. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Choose your variation. You can keep the right forearm on the thigh, that's fine. Not every day feels the same. Inhale, back up, warrior two. Straightening the front leg. If you need to shorten a bit this distance between the legs, do so. Reach forward. Exhale, Uttita Trikonasana. Triangle. Wrap the right arm behind the back if you like, or keep it up as you shift to half moon. Coming forward. Right hand maybe on the ground. Maybe you can try and work on lifting it off the ground or up to the heart space. Keep your body sideways. If this is easy, lift the left arm back up to the sky. Breathe. If this is still easy, look over to the left. And then finding your way back to warrior two. Wow! Maybe you lose some balance for a second and exhale. Hands down to the ground. It happens, people. It happens. It'll happen to you when you're teaching. Left foot, warrior one. Watch your hands as you come up. Exhale, open warrior two. Present, focus. Hold, feel the energy. Relax the shoulders. Right hand meets the left. Inhale back up to warrior one. Exhale, slow motion, open warrior two. Feel the energy. It's like you're part of the energy around you. You're flowing with it. You're not fighting it. You're loving it. Reach, reverse. Warrior two. Reach, extended side angle, Utthita Parshva Konasana. Make sure you're not cramming your neck. Inhale, back up, warrior two. Exhale, straightening the front leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, Utthita Trikonasana. Extended side angle, extended triangle. Are you breathing? Good. Wrap or not, your choice, the right arm behind the back. Transition to half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Your choice, left hand down, left hand at the heart. Right hand stays wrapped, or right arm to the sky. Over time, start to shift your gaze to the side or up to the hand. It's way easier to look up to the hand if your left hand is on the ground. And make your way back to warrior two. Exhale, chaturanga. Take a few breaths in down dog. If you need child's pose, go there. So one of the things I've noticed that happens when I teach, for those of you teachers, is I may do a pose, and unlike keeping my presence and focus only on the pose, I look towards the students or even towards the camera. And that, of course, throws us out of balance. No worries, you continue. You stay centered and focused, but just recognize that these things may happen. No attachment to perfection. Look between the hands, step or jump. Lengthen. Take the feet hip width apart, forward fold of choice, whatever feels good for you. I'm holding my elbows here, releasing my head. There are days where I take the Ashtanga versions. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I think it's time you hit the subscribe button. Stay with me. You'll get everything from vinyasa to Ashtanga to mind training, to stress release, to focus, to health. Maybe it's time to add some wealth too. Soon enough. Bend the knees, release the hands, roll up to stand. Getting sweaty here. Good, feet together. One breath here. And then again, with awareness and focus, opening to Prasarita Padottanasana. Legs are wide, starting with C, so clasping the hands behind the back. Another forward fold, inhale. Lengthen, which more than the lengthen, it's the belly pulling in. Keep the belly pulling in as you come down to support your lower back. You can take the feet a little wider if it's intense, right? If I go wider, my head's on the ground. And so I go a little narrower. And I've seen people way more flexy than me. They go even narrower. Hopefully you feel a little bit behind the legs. Maybe a bit in the shoulders. And your head is in total bliss. It's like your eyes are smiling. Your forehead is smiling. Your whole existence is pure joy. Power the legs, inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Let's do one more. A, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, hands down. Take a few breaths here in the Prasarita A. I like to sometimes flip the hands back so the fingers are facing away from my face, and then I can bend the elbows further. Ooh, yeah! That feels good. There's a sense of both deepening within the legs and lengthening with the head towards the ground. There's not a lot you need to do, right? Gravity is helping you, your body weight is helping you. But you must learn to stop resisting. You'll progress way faster. Good, a little twisty. Inhale, lengthen. Right hand to center, left arm up to the sky. Taking this version, if you want to go deeper, I'm keeping my left arm up. I'm not wrapping today. Taking my right hand towards my left ankle. If this is easy, work on right elbow to the ground. Now as I'm opening here, I notice my hips went all haywire. I'm trying to bring my right hip back up, and that adds some nice juiciness while opening my thoracic, my upper spine. Great. Here comes the second side. Both hands down, lengthen for a second. Left hand in the center, right arm up to the sky. Stay here. Or left hand over to the right ankle. Again, starting to open further, maybe left elbow towards the ground. Adjusting the hips and opening the right arm. Adjusting the hips, opening the right arm. Smile. This helps us keep the focus in a balanced way. Presence with joy, with heart opening. Both hands down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the hips, come halfway up. Inhale, come all the way up. Samastitihi. Okay, take a moment, shake it away, find your Samastitihi. Nice. Parshvatanasana. Good. Take the right foot back or open the right foot to the side, Ashtanga style, whatever works for you. We're going to take the hands behind the back. It's more crucial in a class when I want people to face each other or see me. But now, less crucial. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, forward fold for the love of the hamstrings. Breathe. Press your tailbone, your coccyx back. Reach the chest, reach the sternum forward. Maybe there's room to wiggle a little deeper in the arms. Inhale, lift halfway. Bring the hands to the heart, shift warrior 3. Chest is open, back leg strong. Any arm variation that feels good for you today. Good. Bring the left knee forward and through, hands to the heart. Straighten the left leg, hold. Pull the lower belly in. Bend the left knee, release. Okay, shake it away because we do have another side, right? Here we go, take the hands again. Open up. We're going to forward fold over the left leg this time, or the other leg, whatever you've done is fine. Just make sure it's the other leg. That's the problem with giving too much options. Do Ashtanga, do this, and then it's hard to know which leg you've done. Hopefully you feel it. Hips are back, chest forward. What I'm saying is, for you teachers, give the students clear instructions. Less options is better. Give them modifications, options to move forward and back in the pose, but how to do the pose, whether you step right or left, etc. It's better to be specific. Here comes the warrior 3, coming halfway up, hands to the heart, shifting weight, chest open, forward, back leg lifts, steady gaze, hands can go to any variation you want. Right, forward is a little more challenging, cactus option, airplane option, breathing. Slowly we're going to transition to standing with the right knee forward in front of you, hands either at the heart or the hips, straightening the right leg or the front leg, the one that's in the air, whatever it may be. Hold. Release. Excelente. Beautiful, everybody. One last standing balancing and we'll go to the ground, okay? I miss cappuccino. I think it's been a while since I've done one. So we're going to start with bringing the right ankle on the left thigh, lowering the hips back and down, heart to the hands, yeah. Now hands to the heart, lift the chest. Don't forward fold, even though that's in a variation as well. But today try to keep the chest up. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Either stay here or add a hint of a twist. If you want to go for the full arm balance, go ahead. I'm trying to look at you at the camera and focus. There we go. Do what you got to do. If you needed to look at the camera, look for a second, and then at the screen, and then find your pose. Forget about the screen, forget about me. Breathe. 3, great. Slowly release the twist if you're in it, and try to come up slow. And we'll release, because there is another side. Ready? Okay. I had the right ankle up, so I'm taking the left ankle up. You do the other side for you. And again, slowly hips back and down. Heart lifts. Breathe. Optional twist. Stay present. Excellent. We're going to slowly start to release from the twist, coming back up and release. Good. Shake it away. Feet hip width apart. Starting to lower down to a squat. Hips down, chest up. If you want, heels up. Coming all the way down. Hang in here for a moment in the squat. Squatting is amazing, and ideally you do this every day, not even in class, right? Just hanging out with friends. You're reading a book, whatever it may be, it's a really good place to be for a little while. Good. Now that we are so rested, I'd say let's do a bit of crow pose. So if you're like Doron, I'm focusing here. I love this. Stay here. If you're saying that because you're just feeling a bit heavy, lazy, then don't. Work with me. Take your crow if you have it. Take crow to headstand if it's in your practice. Just come up with the knees on the arms, gaze forward. Maybe even lift one leg at a time for a second or two for each leg. Maybe you're fully up. Hold for 3, 2, 1, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. And exhale, down doggy. Take 2 more breaths here. Again, control the mind. Focus, presence. You know exactly what you're looking at. Forward to plank. Good. Take one arm down. I took my left because I wanted to see you. But you can start with any arm. Right arm up to the sky if you took the left down. Hips up. Hold. Good. Lower the hips. You can bring the right hand to the hip and lift the hips up. 1. We'll do just 5. 2. Slow and with control. 3. 4. 5. Good. We have the other side. I'm going to switch on the mat so I can still see you. Nice. Hi. Hold your planky. Right forearm down. Hips up. Left hand to the hips. And here we go. Hips down. Inhale up. 1. 2. 4. 5. Hold for a second. Good. Finding forearm plank. Coming to your forearms. Hold here. Good. If there's room, walk the elbows a bit forward. More space for the head and neck, even a few circles here. Belly tucks in. Don't stick the butt too high. Pull the belly in. If it's shaking, that's okay. Knees down. Child's pose. If you want to take a vinyasa instead, you feel full of power, go ahead, do that. Either down dog or, yes, throw in a vinyasa. A few vinyasas. Chaturanga, up dog, and downward dog. Nice, everybody. Forward to planky. Hold for 2. Slowly lower to the belly. Good. Adjust whatever you need to adjust. Chest up, legs up. Shalabhasana. You can keep the hands on the ground. You can clasp and lift, hold. One more breath, lift up. Release. Hips a bit from side to side. Great, cactus. I'm going to take my right arm into cactus, so elbow 90 degrees. And I'm starting to roll onto my right elbow, right? It looks like this, in case you couldn't see. And then I'm rolling. If there's room, you shift the legs a bit. You may feel your shoulders, maybe your pecs. Breathing all the while. Notice if when we're in these less movement poses, does your mind race more? And you keep it steady at the breath. Committing to staying present, focused. Don't let yourself get distracted by your own thoughts. Good. Inhale, presence with the transition. How you're making your way onto the belly. Releasing one arm and setting up the other arm. See that your elbow is about shoulder height. You can adjust a bit up and down if you're not feeling it right, if it's hurting too much. Then finding your pose, finding your breath. Staying with me right here, right now. Excellent. Coming back to center. One more on the belly, Dhanurasana, bending the knees. Reach back, hold the ankles, lift the chest, lift the legs. Keep breathing. All right, there's determination. You're lifting up, and yet you're opening your heart. You're being shining. You're being like the sun, beaming in all directions. Slowly down. Inhale, a little baby cobra, maybe a full cobra. See how your spine feels. Mine's definitely 100 times more open than earlier. Feels so good, right? To be able to open up, to shine, to be happy, to accept. Downward dog. Downward dog, an opportunity to tune in. Right? You're inward, you're somewhat forward folding. Okay, I'm going to go for a few back bends. Look between the hands, step or jump through to sit. Before we go to our back bends, we're going to add a hint of hippalicious. Thread the needle, right ankle on the left thigh. Maybe this is it. Maybe you hold the thigh if you can. Reach your hands. Hold the shins. Relax the shoulders. Bring the left thigh towards the chest. Notice if you're looking way back, jamming your neck. Bring the chin closer to the collarbones. Relax the face. There are days where this feels easy for me, and if this is not your case, please ignore what I'm going to say next. But just in case, I love giving variations. You can work on putting the left foot on the ground and start bringing the right foot towards the forehead. If it reaches the forehead, not the forehead to the foot, you can start working on it towards the ear. If that's easy, straighten the left leg down. Hold, last few breaths. Excellent. Release. You want to skip the other side? I didn't think so. Here we go. Set it up. Left ankle on right thigh. Reach your hands. Thread the left arm through that figure four that we've created with the left leg. Start working on bringing the right thigh towards the belly, towards the chest. See that you're not over rounding in your lower back. Work towards the lower back staying on the ground. It's maybe not perfect, but it's your intention. Intentions are important. They're not always an excuse for bad behavior. But I think if our intention is super sincere and we're really moving out of consciousness, yes, we may sometimes do stuff that was not the right decision. And for me, that's kind of okay because I know that really I wanted to be a good person and sometimes I made a mistake anyway. Stay here or right foot to the ground, left foot towards the forehead. Please make sure you're going really slow. This is super easy to jam your knee if you push too fast, too quick, too strong. Few more breaths. Maybe the foot moves towards the ear. Maybe you straighten the right leg. Again, this is quite advanced, so that's why I'm saying maybe so many times. Please, please respect where you are. Don't let your ego lead the way. Awareness. Presence. is focus, there's purpose, and yet there is calm, softness, and ease. Release the leg. God, you can shake your legs for a second. Patanjali teaches us Stiram Sukham Asanam, right? Finding that steadiness, that intention, that purpose, but with ease, with calm, with happiness. Great. Start by taking the heels a little wider, toes slightly in, knees in. Flatten the back, start to lift the hips. Roll the shoulders under. Lift the hips more, lift the chest. Stay here if you like, maybe clasp the hands under the back or bring the hands by the ears and work on lifting up to your upward bow. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Wherever you are, we've taken a bit of some softness in our hip openers. See if you can be here calmly breathing. Before you start moving, work on straightening the arms further, pressing the legs a little more. And your choice, you can come down and rest. We'll do Mysore style, moving at your pace. If there's room and you don't need to take a break, walk the hands towards the legs. Stay a few more breaths. If you've taken a break, please come up whenever you feel like you're ready for it. I'm lowering down for a little break. If you don't need a break, you can keep walking the hands towards the legs. Stay up. Like I said, today it's Mysore style. One way or another, I'd say we come up for one last one. If you're still up and you have drop backs, go ahead and do those. Otherwise, come up. If you'd like to play, you can try to lift one leg up. This is also if you're in the bridge or in the upward bow, either way. One leg down, the other leg up. Make sure you're breathing. Both feet down. Take one more breath and lower down slow with control. Great. You can bring the knees to the chest if that feels good for you. Go slow, sometimes it's intense. I love a little bit of a happy baby, reminding me not to take myself too seriously, especially after the intensity of the backbends. For me they are, maybe for you not, but either way, lower back on the ground, moving from side to side. A lot of joy, happiness, really. Feel like it's bubbling from your belly, from your chest, from your heart space. There's this big expansion, lovingness. Maybe there's room, straightening the legs a little more. Ooh, yeah. Delicious. It's like chocolate is flowing down my inner thighs. Delicious. Slowly bring the knees back in towards the chest. Hug it one more time. Okay, what can be better than a little twist? Move your hips over to the right. Knees to the left. I'm going to do the wrap, the eagle version. But this is still a democracy, so you can choose whatever suits you today. Gaze over to the right. And oftentimes, when we are at a certain level of openness, it's the same thing that suits us almost every day. But then sometimes we feel, oh, something feels more open, or no, today I feel like I didn't sleep well, or I had too big of a meal yesterday. As a flexitarian and as somebody that's in travel mode right now, I'm eating far from my regular diet. I'm not sleeping the way I'm used to. And so, it's okay. Maybe you don't perform, so to speak, in your ultimate potential. But as long as you're doing, you're practicing, that's what matters. Come up. Switch legs. If I would beat myself up every day that, oh, I used to do this, oh, why today this, but last week that. It's just a downer, right? And we're looking to feel that power, that energy, be in our potential. And what so often happens, people get into that fire mode and they look so intense, they burn out. This practice is a strong practice that we've done today. And yet it may not feel so strong because we're balancing it constantly with our attitude, mindset, breath, and even between yin and yang poses. And I would say this is a really good way to live your life. You just did we did strong backbends. We're doing backbends here, laying down, relaxing. It's not about push, push, push all the time. At some point, your body, your mind, your health will give in. Are you smiling? You're melting into your breath. One last one. Good. Inhale, coming up. Release the legs. We're going to come up to sit for some forward fold. So you can take chakrasana, the backward somersault, or simply roll back and forth. Come up to sit. Good. Let's start with the left leg straight. We're going to bend the right knee. Janushirshasana A. Okay. Square the hips, lengthen, and start to reach down. Don't forward fold, rather lengthen first and then forward fold. Meaning don't just collapse. You can forward fold with intention, with purpose. It's funny, I feel like the more I do it here, the more I can do it with everything else I have to do in life, right? If this is getting easy, like life, sometimes you're doing something and it starts to get easy. You can come to the half lotus, forward fold. You can add a bind if that's still easy. You want to have challenges, but there's no need to overwhelm yourself with challenges. Keep finding the intention of the breath. I think there's another side. Before we take the other side, let's place the hands beside the hips. Lift the hips. Either lift one leg at a time, or if you can, try to lift both legs. A bit of more strength building, why not? If this is all easy, straighten the legs. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release. We're going to bend the left knee this time. I tend to move my calf, open it. There's room for my knee. Starting with the Janushirshasana A. The breath leads the way. Once you've found your edge, stay there, stay present. If all the intensity is gone and there's no more challenge, you can convert to the half lotus or the half lotus bind. Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. What a lovely name. Slowly coming up. Ready? I think we're going to do that leg lift again. Instead of a vinyasa, cross the legs, lift up, hold for 3, 2, 1. Release, Paschimottanasana. Belly tucks in, hands down. Pull the chest forward, shoulders down. Start to come down. Walk the hands forward, chest forward, and then surrender wherever that may be. Great, slowly coming up. I recommend we take one inversion. You can just do legs up on the wall with your hips down on the mat or on a block. That's great. I'll take the tripod headstand today. I know I normally say take the regular headstand, but a little variation. So as you come down, head down, hands, arms, 90 degrees. Doron, I don't do this. Great. Maybe do this just kind of like a downward dog, head down. It hurts the head, so press a lot in the arms. If there's room, move the legs closer to the hands and lift one leg at a time. Maybe you can bend the knees and come halfway up, maybe full way. Whatever works for you. You can use the wall, you can use the regular headstand. Like I said, legs up on the wall, just laying on your back is great. Maybe you just got your period. You really, really need to have awareness of what your body needs, not necessarily what it wants. My body rarely wants to come up and do yoga in the morning. It wants to stay in bed. But I know what it needs, and that's why I'm here. Use your buddhi, use your intelligence, your wisdom. We won't stay very long. Just try to hold another 3 or 4 breaths. Right, slowly lower down, taking child's pose. If you're on your back with the legs up on the wall, you can just bring the knees into the chest. That's fine too. Feel the groundedness. If your forehead is touching either the hands, the fist, or the mat, just feel that sense of earth. Whenever you're ready, I'm going to invite you to come up to sit. I know. What about Shavasana? Right after these messages. Okay, any seat that feels good for you. Try to feel your sit bones down, rooted. Your spine lifted, tall. Maybe you still feel some of the pressure on your fontanella, on the Sahasrara chakra, the top chakra. Shoulders relaxed. I like to keep my hands open for openness, the intention of receiving and giving. Like this, I feel sometimes, I love this too, but it feels like I'm going really inward, and now my intention is to have a day full of purpose. Purpose, ideally of service. And of course, when we're in service, we also receive a lot. Doing these videos for me is being of service. And I admit, every time I read a comment, I see a like, I see new subscribers. It's not so much of an ego, it really just feels good. It feels like I have a community, a family. When you describe what felt good, why it felt good. I've had people describe to me how they did it with a family member, or that they were in a tough situation. It melts my heart. Remember, Giving thanks brings joy to the entire world, especially when it's sincere. Feel your breath. Feel your heart open. And feel that intention, that presence, that awareness, that focus, that determination to be the best version of yourself you can. That acceptance to love yourself for your failures, for trying, for showing up, for standing up after you fell. We cannot stop our lives for fear of failing, of falling. We must know that this is inevitable. And the secret is to be able to stand back up, to show up. Bring your hands together in front of the heart. See clearly this day. Visualize your success, your joy, whatever it may be, even if it's just opening the laptop. You can already envision how you open it up with a smile, with a sense of gratitude for all the achievements you're going to do. Visualize yourself maybe at the moment where you know you're weak and you get distracted, and visualize how you're going to overcome it and stay. Do whatever you got to do. Maybe it's just, I don't know, writing a book or being a mother. And of course the word just was a bit ironic. I know how challenging these things could be. Thank you all so very much for practicing with me. I invite you to lay down, take Shavasana of a minute, of 10 minutes, however much time you have. Give yourself that integration. I'm going to close here with a deep, sincere thank you. Namaste.